Hi and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Faiz Lukman bin Muhammad Ros. Today I would like to present about my FP1 proposal. My title for this project is Automatic Free-Range Chicken Movement Control for Smart Farming using IoT. This project is supervised by IR Dr. Nur Azlina binti Muhammad Saleh, and the co-supervisor is from FKE. His name is Encik Muhammad Sofi bin Rahmat. Okay, this presentation will be started with the introduction and following by literature review, problem statement and objective, scope and limitation of project, methodology, and lastly expected result. Okay, first of all, the introduction of this project. Cloud storage have often been preferred to be preserved and utilize data with computational power. This trend was the cloud transition in computation, electricity and data storage in the last decade. Nowadays, cloud computing faces increasing difficulty in fulfilling many new specifications in the emerging Internet of Things. And the livestock industry will always be the primary integral sector of the agriculture sector, mainly in Malaysia. The project focuses on the agriculture industry sector because it is a suitable candidate for using IoT solution in IoT solution because they exist in large area that need to be monitored and managed continuously. Next, the project has established one team that it called Reban Ayam Kampung. We will focus on the inter-asset neighborhood ban to use IoT-based system at their ban. The project will create a system in which automatic fan and lighting are provided. Next, we will move to the literature review. Literature review for this project has discovered that the Internet of Things has been built a vast network of computers and sensors that connect. Many industries perceive IoT as one of the most significant technical fields in the future. Next, we discovered that IoT also provide them with an automated system that can work without any human supervision and can inform them of making the right decision to deal with various types of problems that may face while farming, such as disease, changes of the temperature, so that farmer can have experience to use various instruments to calculate the optimal environmental condition. Next, the climate is structured to create simplified design. This point is show that the IoT CPU we use the ESP32 because the ESP32 is the ESP32 is the best CPU available in the industry due to advantages of this environment is easy to set up and vital help for the community. Move to the next slide. The next slide will be discuss about the problem statement and objective. Nowadays, the agriculture sector in Malaysia, majority still use the workforce to complete the repetitive tasks such as feeding the food, open the gate, and open the window. So the company insists the project group develop a system that can be used without involving the workforce, especially in the repetitive tasks. So this project primary focus is to implement IoT in controlling the movement of the free-range chicken inside the barn. The ventilation system also one of the elements that implement IoT system to decrease their barn involvement. So this research aim to achieve the objective as listed. First, the objective is to study the chicken movement and its topology area. Next objective is to design and develop IoT-based system in automatic chicken movement control with the ventilation system. The next slide will be discuss about the scope and limitation in the project. For the scope of the project, we intend to study for knowledge in design and developing and testing for the barn IoT based system in Malaysia. And the type of chicken that interests us in this project is a free range chicken. As you know, free range is a term that refers to livestock. Any livestock reproduction method where animal can freely roam outdoor instead of being confined 24 hours a day by an enclosure. Therefore, however, there are also limitations in this project. For the first limitation is the limited resource around the area. The barn is located at the Bukit Cabang Police at the very limited places in terms of supply and material. Next, the difficulty to work due to COVID-19 outbreak in the world and the limited technologies in Malaysia. Okay, next slide, we will discuss about the methodology. The methodology that we use in this research is the DMAIC methodology. DMAIC methodology is a data-driven quality technique for optimizing system that can satisfy the target criteria. This method is suggested by our supervisor and co-supervisor because it rational yet straightforward solution to the problem. Its versatility has made it compliant with various applications and environments. We use the DMAIC IoT-based system development for automatic free-range chicken to control with the ventilation system. Next, we will discuss about the project with the whole process flow, which include an integral part of Six Sigma initiative and step. First is the define. What can be defined in this project? In this project, we can define the planning for improvement work, and we can define the input and output of the system. For the M measure, we will measure the parameters required for the IoT system capability. Next, A, analyze. Get the feedback from the company and get the feedback from the supervisor is the way of to analyze in this project. Next is to improve. We will plan for improvement based on feedback from owner and supervisor and company. Next will be control. The control is to control the quality so that the improved element can be stand for a long time to ensure it can it can produce or maximize the productivity. That's the expected result. We got two objectives in this research. First is to define or to know the chicken movement and its area. The bun area at the Bukit Cabang Police is around 20 meter in width and 240 meter in length. For each section length, there are two sections in this bun. For each section, 4 small bun will be divided between them. And the measurement for the small bun is the 20 meter for wide and 60 meter for length for each bun. The small bun are created because the free range will be allocated based on their rate of growth. After this, the owner or the company would like to expand the measurement of the small bun into 4 meter in width and 60 meter in length in the future. Next, the second objective is to implement IoT-based system in automatic free-range chicken movement control with the ventilation system. The system IoT architecture consists of 3 phases. First is the perception layer, second network layer, and third application layer. So we will discuss about the first layer first. The first layer has an IoT sensor which evaluates the free-range chicken heat or their humidity with a heat sensor and use a speaker to call the chicken. Speaker is act as a siren to call the chicken. For the network layer, which contain routers the information from the CPU ESP32 will transmit through a network in conjunction with the application layer. The team will create the application to control the system. So this can be linked to the last phases, which is the application phases or application layer. Application layer will be processing and storing data with specialized service and user function. The signal will send through the application that have been developed by the team. The IoT system use this automated system control because mostly farm workers do not need to open and close the system every time repeatedly. Do not use human force to done the work. And the farm gate is equipped with an automated system that open and close by an engine. The farm gate is operated by a system that enables the free-range chicken to pass through it. The computerized breeder will also be created or be designed or be developed to give the bun ventilation. However, only one room is tested first for the trial phases before it can be expanded to the other small bun. So in this project, the farm gate and the focus more will be intended to the 2 features, which is the chicken temperature monitoring using IoT sensor and a speaker at the siren as the siren for calling the chicken. The design of the auto gate we'll use is the sliding gate. Sliding gate is acting as the benchmark or the main idea for this project. The gate material is plastic because to minimize the load and lower the usage of power use. The gate will be equipped with a motor and a gear rack to enable the movement of the gate. The sensor will be installed at the gate and used to control the chicken movement. The sensor that will be used is heat sensor and the speaker. Below we can see the design of the auto gate and the circuit layout for the IoT system bits. Next, the ventilation system. The ventilation system already existed in this Kuban, but however, it still used the human force to open and close the ventilation. So the ventilation will be improved by replacing the existing material, which is the canvas, with more advanced material that can withstand for heat and cold and have high durability, which is panel. The polycarbonate awning will replace the glass panel to reduce the weight of the ventilation system, as shown in the conceptual design below. The glass will be replaced by the polycarbonate awning because it is more cheaper and more lighter than the glass. So this you can see below is the conceptual design for the ventilation system that will be improved and the circuit layout for the ventilation system. Uh, that's all from me. Thank you for listening the presentation. If you want to reach me, you can email me from the you can email me that have been given below. And yeah, thank you for listening. Assalamualaikum.